So I think this is the bus, the third day, before we actually got on board the ship. I still have a bitter taste. Now this is in August of 2022. Yeah, I'm sure that a lot of people like river cruising, the regimentation, the tours, the tour guides. The tour guides are pretty good, pretty interesting. The thing is, I like the luxury of a cruise ship, you know, a big boat. Don't like hopping off and hopping on. I can have shore excursions on a big ship, pay for them, of course. Or I could just stay on the ship and live a life of luxury. The entertainment on board, the casinos on board, the swimming pools, the putting greens. Oh well, you know, it was a once-in-a-lifetime experience. I just would not do it again. All right, so we got to go through a couple castles and a couple palaces. And I had to find out what the difference is between a castle and a palace. Now, we went to, don't ask me where, I didn't keep track of any of this thing. We went through, this is a castle that we're walking through with the cannons and stuff like that up on the hillside. But we went to a palace, and don't ask me where. And it had 360 plus rooms, and there was only one resident and 68 servants. One man with 368 room palace, all right, lived by himself. I don't know whether he traveled, I don't know whether he was an educator, I don't know nothing about him. I just know he had a lot of money back in the years that these things were built, and built this great big building. I mean, hell, it could be converted into a good office building as far as I'm concerned. I will have to admit that I love taking pictures of flowers. I have a beautiful flower collection on my computer. All right, we're walking through the kitchen.
The lighting in here sucks, but this is the kitchen. We came from the winery, basement winery, up the stairs into the kitchen area.
Oh, good. We get to walk through the bedroom. Oh, whoopee. These are musical instruments of the day. I have no idea what the day was. I think this was about 900 AD, might be 1200 AD.
This is actually the bathroom, just off the dining room.
Okay, this is the Rhine River, but again I am reminded of the shoreline here. As the river is down well below 6 feet in depth. In other words, very difficult for some boats to go up and down this river. It doesn't look like it's deep, it's wide,
flat and slow, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's deep. And when you see the shoreline, you can tell how far the water is really down.
All right, here's another thing that irritated me about a river cruise. Most of the time, you're just seeing a bunch of vegetation along the shoreline. I thought I'd see buildings or castles or cities and something like that, but they're few and far between. So just looking at a bunch of trees down to the water edge gets kind of boring after a while. It's probably just me. I hope other people don't feel that way. Well, at one of the bus stops, they served us lunch, and then we got on the road again. Here's a train going past. That's on the other side of the river. But if you look at the shoreline, it is definitely low water level, so you can't blame Viking for the water level. All right, they do the best they can. Anyway. Well, part of this is a photo op, looking at castles along the shoreline. I assume that there was a time period where there was a lot of castles built and they had a purpose. Don't know what it is, but that's what my guess is.
Okay, I don't know whether you can see it or not, but we are going upriver, okay? And I'm trying to shoot a jetty.
All right, I'm guessing, but I suspect that we are finally on the cruise itself, on the river. It looks like we're passing another boat, or am I standing? No, it looks like we're actually passing another ship.
For safety purposes. And I'm sure that the car is lifted on and off without with a crane. Swinging the boat around, and we're about to dock. It is almost...
All right, this was a small tour boat, not the cruise boat. So this was stopping for lunch, and we had to get back on the bus one more time.
Anyway, he's swinging around a bit. Weather's a little bit warmer. We stayed down for the second.
All right, we're just a couple of tourists going on a river cruise one more time. But, you know, one of life's experiences, so let's not be disappointed.